In the heart of rural Africa, where the soil blushes with red and the acacia trees whisper secrets to the sky, lies the secluded village of Mbale. As the golden African sun sets over thatched rooftops and silent huts, the land seems to breathe with memory. The village appears untouched by time, preserved in reverence and bound by silence. Smoke from cooking fires drifts lazily into the crimson sky. But beneath this tranquil surface, a secret stirs, one buried in stone, and one that has begun to whisper once again. Inside a quiet hut made of mud and love, a 16-year-old girl named Abeni gazes toward the old stone well in the village center. Her storm-colored eyes are filled with questions she dares not ask. The whispers she hears at night, soft, mournful, and calling her name, have become impossible to ignore. Africa surrounds her in sound and scent, the rustling of banana leaves, the distant hum of drums, and the sweet smoke of millet porridge. Yet her soul is drawn to the silence beneath the earth. At the heart of the African village of Mbale stands the ancient well, long abandoned, its stones weathered and covered in thick green vines. Strange ancestral carvings are etched into its face, pulsing faintly beneath the moss. It is not just forgotten, it is feared. Known as Kisima Cha Kilio, the Well of Weeping, the villagers pass it quickly, heads bowed. They believe it holds spirits, sorrow, and truths best left buried. By the flickering light of a small fire, Abeni's wrinkled grandmother sits cross-legged, eyes reflecting both fear and memory. Her voice quivers with the weight of generations as she warns Abeni, "Do not disturb what sleeps in the well. Some truths were buried to protect us all." Her hands, worn from years of grinding maize and burying secrets, tremble slightly. In the silence that follows, only the fire crackles. And something sighs outside. That night, in her humble African hut, Abeni dreams. In the vision, a fierce and beautiful woman screams as chains bind her wrists. Her skin gleams like polished onyx, her eyes mirror Abeni's own. Soldiers drag her toward the well. Thunder crashes overhead as ancestral spirits wail. The woman looks back, straight into Abeni's soul. The message is clear: this is not just a dream. It's memory. Under a moon carved from ivory, Abeni walks barefoot through the slumbering African village. The wind carries songs only the dead remember. Shadows stretch long behind her as she reaches the forbidden well. The vines shudder without wind. Her breath catches. Somewhere deep below, a voice, old as time, whispers her name. With trembling hands, Abeni peels away the vines and places her fingers on the wooden cover. The cymbals beneath her fingertips grow warm. Her heart drums like an ancestral beat. With one final breath, she removes the lid. A gust of air bursts upward, wild and grieving. The earth groans. She is no longer alone. Abeni collapses to the ground as the world around her shimmers and shifts. She is swept into visions, a storm of sound, color, and pain. She sees the village on fire, foreign men with rifles, screams, betrayal. And then, a name, Adama. Warrior. Guardian. Blood of her blood. Abeni's tears mix with dust. The ancestors are no longer silent. At dawn, Abeni stands before the circle of elders, her face ash-streaked, her voice unwavering. "I opened the well," she says. Gasps ripple through the council. The fire at the center sputters. Chief Wikesa, elder of elders, limps forward. "Then the reckoning begins," he says, eyes heavy with the weight of history long buried. Beneath the great baobab tree, the elder speaks. His voice is slow, deep like the earth. "Adama was our protector, the rainkeeper. When invaders came, she stood alone. Her own sister betrayed her, and the sacred spring was cursed." Flames dance across his weathered face. Balance was lost. Only her blood can restore it. Wrapped in ceremonial cloth, her face painted with sacred ash, Abeni prepares to descend. Drums echo in the distance, slow and solemn. Women chant blessings. Children weep quietly. The well waits. The spirits gather. A girl will enter the realm of the dead. Not to ask, but to remember. Abeni grips the rope as it creaks under her weight. Below her, only darkness. Above, the chanting fades. The stone walls breathe with the memory of centuries. Water drips like tears. She descends into the silence of the forgotten. Into the bones of memory. Into the tomb of her blood. She lands not in mud, but in another world, a glowing cavern of shimmering blue water and floating orbs of light. It is beautiful. And haunted. The air sings with sorrow. The walls whisper names long erased. At the center, a figure emerges. Radiant, regal, and furious. Adama, cloaked in ancestral fire, towers before Abeni. Her eyes blaze. "Daughter of my daughter," she says, "why have you come?" Abeni kneels. "To carry your memory," she replies. Adama's voice cracks with pain. Then you must sing what was silenced. The spirit world trembles as Abeni and Adama sing, the song of betrayal, grief, and strength. Their voices braid through time, echoing through the well and into the village above. The cavern weeps. The spring stirs. The curse begins to lift. Above, rain begins to fall, soft at first, then furious, washing away years of drought. Villagers emerge in awe, arms outstretched, laughter and cries blending in joy. Children splash in puddles. Old men weep. The land is remembering. The well is spoken. As dawn breaks, Abeni climbs out of the well. Her eyes shine with ancestral light, her skin marked by spirit. The villagers gasp. She has returned, not a girl, but a vessel. A bridge between memory and future. She is now the keeper. Mbale celebrates as it hasn't in decades. Drums beat like thunder, hips sway with joy, and laughter dances through the air. The curse is broken. The village reborn. Abeni stands among them, proud, grounded, and guided by voices older than time. Under the baobab's mighty shade, Abeni gathers the village children. She teaches them the song of Adama, the story once silenced. Little hands clap. Tiny voices sing. The well no longer weeps. It remembers. And now, so will they. On the night of the full moon, the well glows gently, no longer feared, but revered. Abeni sits beside it, eyes closed, listening. The whispers are calm now, no longer crying, but guiding. In Mbale, the past no longer haunts. It heals.